Alright. Another day of placing the camera on something that I'm not totally sure is stable and praying to God that my $700 piece of equipment that I don't take very good care of anyway doesn't topple to the floor and all of its guts spill out. First time in a while I don't have any conception of what I'm going to talk about before turning on the camera. Yesterday was a going away party for someone who I've really come to like them being around. Not that I ever disliked them being around, but you know, you take people for granted that they're just there, that they're just a part of your environment, just as is that chair over there or that lamppost or something. Like they're just part of the environment. That, you know, we weren't the closest of friends. I'm not going to talk in the past tense because that implies that they died. They didn't, and they'll still be back around, and we'll still keep in contact to some degree. But yeah, we weren't the best of friends, but I always liked when we did talk. Really cool person who's moving to some really great opportunities that fully warrant them moving away. So there's no personal anger or frustration with somebody when that kind of life just carries you in a different direction. It's just sadness. It's just sadness even when the most insignificant, and this person's not even insignificant, but just when the most insignificant changes happen that you realize are going to be permanent. It makes me think of, like, in the movie Ghost World, like Enid and I can't remember her friend's name in that movie, but they're like at graduation and she looks at some nerdy guy sitting there that they're not even like really friends with. She's like, we're never going to see him ever again. The girl's like, well, good, whatever. She's like, no, think about that. It's actually super depressing. And they never establish who even that guy is, what history they had. There probably isn't much of a history. They never establish really why she says that. It never comes back ever again. But I just feel that on such a real level. I remember at the end of high school, looking around at every single person that I had shared one little stupid joke with once, in my English class, or even just a person that would like sit with my general friend group at lunch that I never really talked to, but like I'd hear them say something and be like, oh yeah, blah, 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 have some like half banter across the hallway. Every single person suddenly became sacred to me. And I don't know if I should take this in the direction of saying that like nobody is sacred, because all relationships, even the most meaningful ones, are fleeting. And in the end, you are the only person that's going to be buried in your coffin, or, set ablaze in your cremation. Is there a name for the box that you're put into that goes into the oven, like when you get cremated? I don't know. Anyway, it will only be my ashes in the urn is a way that I could say it. So I could either say that nobody is significant, or like everybody is significant. I even miss some people that I couldn't stand being around me at the time when I had to see them. Maybe less because of them and more just like the overall thing that they represented, the little snapshot of time. But at the same time, like it's, no, there had to have been something specifically about them that's resonated with me, especially if I still remember them now. Granted, I have a stupidly good long memory, especially for people and interactions with people, particularly ones where I embarrass myself. But yeah, I'm really gonna miss this person, and I don't quite know how to articulate that to somebody that I've never been that close to. But I could write a long, I do this often with people. After we're in a situation where we can't see each other anymore, I write this sort of long, soliloquy-esque, just sort of reflection, sort of like a meditation on my experience of you being in my day-to-day, or week-to-week, whatever. Just you being there. And I've gotten a lot better as I've gotten older at not like overwriting it, because that can put people off or intimidate people or make them a little bit wary to respond. Like, dude, calm down. You're using some pretty big language just to describe, something that we weren't the best of friends, I've gotten much better at stating it in a way that is matter of fact and truthful, yet impactful. And from there, I can't control the other person's reaction. I hope, and I'm pretty sure that person will carry some pretty positive memories of me with them, and I will carry those positive memories of them.